A couple in love. That's the picture now being painted of Pistorius and his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp. Affectionate messages that the defense is using as ammunition.
There will be a number of WhatsApp messages where they use this name, Boo, and Baby, and Baba,
That's
with
correct.
kisses.
That's correct, my lady.
Then, more evidence, this time in a grocery store. Proof of their love. For Pistorius, seemingly unbearable to watch. Equally so for Riva's mother. Then 2 days before he killed her, more love messages.
I'm missing her today. She makes my heart happy.
That's from Mr. Pistorius to Riva.
That's correct.
And the response?
Her response was, you make her everything happy.
Mola also told the court of Pistorius's calls hours before he killed Steenkamp. It emerged the Paralympian may have surfed an internet site at 1:48, just over an hour before he shot his girlfriend, contradicting his claims that they went to bed around 10 p.m. But Mola says these could also be unclosed websites that continue to update.
Emails coming in,
Emails coming in, emails going out.
or a website that was left open,
That's correct, my lady.
browsing history. So it does not mean that it is human interaction at that moment.
That's correct. From this detailed billing records, one can't specify the human intervention there.
Then calls Pistorius made shortly after the shooting came under scrutiny. First to estate manager Johan Stander at 3:19, then an ambulance, then to security, a call to his friend Justin Devaris, his brother Carl Pistorius a minute after 4 a.m, and then 3 calls to his manager. Proof that it was Pistorius who called security first. This contradicts earlier testimony by a security guard, Peter Baba. Then Colonel Johan Vermeulen returned to the stand to examine another mark on Pistorius's door. The defense claims it's more evidence to prove that the athlete was on his prosthetic legs when he hits the door. But the forensic expert is still sticking to his guns.
I looked at the marks and none of them, I could relate none of them to the cricket bat. I did not say that I tried to physically fit the cricket bat to the other marks.
And with this, the state wrapped its case. Pistorius's lawyers are expected to present their case on Friday. They say it's highly unlikely that the Blade Runner will not be called to take the stand.
Well, that's obviously a story that's been resonating on the Twitter sphere. Let's take a look at some of the messages that you've been sending to our Twitter handle, which is at SABC News Online, starting with Fifi, who says, Nell could have offered more. Looks like Roo actually has more evidence than the state. I'd rather wait and see. Happy Child says, I honestly think there are so many gaps in the evidence presented by Nell, though he has a good case. Roo is too smart for my liking.
Kia tweeting saying, I'm still waiting for the state to provide his intent to murder her. Nell just attacking Oscar's character. Mvuzo saying, I'm very disappointed by the state witnesses, especially the experts whose cross-examinations exposed their incompetence.
Matembu says, I must say I'm quite surprised that the state has closed its case so soon. And Khotso says, I predict he isn't going to jail. The police messed up big time. Their incompetence was evident. We'll see if justice exists.
And of course, court proceedings will resume on Friday. It seems very likely at this stage that Oscar Pistorius will in fact testify in his defense.